I'm Dottie, Stitching Scotty, and welcome to Flosstube 123. Today is Saturday afternoon after I got off work, and it's April 15th, 2023. I just thank you for joining me. I just love reading y'all's comments. I mean, they're just great. And if you can't tell, I said y'all's, so that means I'm from the South and from the mountains really, but I'm not in the mountains right now. But anyway, I'm outside at my house, and there goes Striker, my Scotty. And I just want to share my cross stitch with you. If you've just dropped by for the first time, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so, so much for tuning in. And I show finishes. Some are mine, some are not mine. Just lots of different things. So first of all, I want to tell you that I went to Panda's Crossing to my local LNS. Listen to me, local LNS. My LNS. It's in Mauldin, South Carolina, upstate South Carolina, near Greenville, South Carolina, where I live close to that. And so we drove down, and everybody had all these beautiful finished pieces on the table because we have like a show and tell kind of thing. And I would like to show you some of those now. You will see some Satsuma, a couple of Satsuma Street pieces, a lot of Mill Hill ornaments. You will also see a Lizzie Kate Halloween Rules. You will see an Ink Circles, and I can't remember if it's Paris or which one it is, but it's really pretty. And there's a bird biscornu, and I think it's heartstring samplery. If I'm wrong, somebody please help me, because I can't remember. It's there, but I just, you know. And there's two that I'm not sure who they're by. One is Deja Poo, and it came out at the Needlework market, and it's just really funny. You'll love it. And then the other one is a cute little Love My Dog piece, and I'm not sure who that's by either. So anyway, but I would like to thank Mary and Donna and Wynn and Debbie, Debbie, for all their wonderful stitching. So I'm going to insert that here, a video here. Okay, and let's see. We're going to start with my fully finished object, or what I call a finally finished object, because it takes me forever sometimes to get something done. And of course, this one's a month behind. I ought to call this the behind video because we didn't get a lot done. But anyway, the main holdup for this is I needed St. Patrick's Day fabric. And believe it or not, I actually found some at Joann's, and this is my finish here. I got the frame last year at Hobby Lobby. It's number 1954874. They might still have it. seemed like it said something about a good mood or something. It was in the spring decor. And I just covered a piece of foam core and sticky board. And I just put my fabric on here. And then I took a piece of comic board and I covered that, mat board, and I covered that and put some batting behind it and put my my piece on it. And this is March Sampler of the Month. It's the Country Cottage Needleworks piece. It's on 28 count beautiful beige, and it's a Witchell, and this one was really translucent looking. I was like, not gonna buy any more of that. So anyway, and then the Rick Rack is from Fat Quarter Shop, and there you go. And I just popped the foam core piece out, and just put another one in for each month, because so far I've got January, February, March done. We're not doing too good on that. But anyway, and I used 2 strands over 2. That's my one and only FFO this week. I ran into a couple of glitches on other things, so I just didn't get done. Okay, I did not have any finishes. This was just a crazy week. Had a lot of appointments and things to do and places to go and catching up, from Easter and stuff and work. So anyway, but I still had a lot of time to stitch, and I made the most of it. So the first thing I'm going to show is my Quaker Gardens from Hello from Liz Matthews, and I'm not doing the large one. I'm doing the small one, which seems to be rather large. I was going to do it for a small to do like at an exchange for a retreat I'm going to, but I just don't think that's going to be happening. This is on a piece of I want to say 40 count colonial parchment. I may be wrong, but this is what I've got done. I got like a little bit more done, a few more motifs done, and that was it. Excuse me. And I don't think I showed this one. I think I stitched this after my last video. And if I didn't, I'm sorry. Can't remember. And I used 1 strand over 2 threads. I like that red though. I think it's really pretty. But I saw the house was getting kind of large, and I was like, holy cow, that's big. So anyway, and I'm using 349 DMC on that instead of the call for, which was blue. Okay. The next thing that I've got is it's still on the hoop because I'm going to work on it tonight. And this is my StitchCon piece. It's my Whip Go, and it's the StitchCon 2022 from Sue Hillis. And I got this at StitchCon last year. It was an exclusive design, and this is on the hoop, and I'm not going to take it out. This is there we go. I got a little bit more done on the house, and that was all I got done. Yeah, it's on 40 count, and it's 1 strand over 2. And I'm doing the back stitch as I go, so I'm hoping I can get the house done tonight and get it back stitched. Yeah, I have big plans. I had real big plans this past week, and yeah, it just didn't happen. But anyway, what little bit I got done, I was happy with. Then the next thing I wasn't going to show until it was finished, but I worked so much on this that I thought, I really need to show it. And my youngest daughter doesn't watch this video anyway, and if she does, well, she doesn't really like surprises, so there you go. But anyway, I'm expecting your granddaughter, and I'm working on a quilt. Yeah, I've got it probably 2/3 done. We're making progress. But anyway, and I'm also making my new granddaughter, which her name will be Zora Lynn, and I'm making her a birth sampler. And I looked and looked and looked, and this is Sugar and Spice birth sampler from Stoney Creek. And I thought this was just precious, and it looked very sweet and like a little girl, and it matches a prayer that I stitched for Amelia, her mom, when she was a little girl. So that's why I chose this. But it says, baby girl, you are a special gift from heaven. You fill our home with sunshine, and then you put the baby's name, born, what day, and how much they weighed, and what town and state they were born in. So that'll be nice. And it had a little kitty cat, a carriage, and the blocks. And now I also I could not find this Petty Point pink, but I found something I think I like better. Let's see, I was trying to see. Well, it doesn't say. It's got a couple of buttons and some glass seed beads, and I bought some seed beads, pink ones. And I've got to order the buttons. It uses Classic Color Works and DMC and some Weeks Dye Works. And I'm using all the call for colors, but not the call for fabric. What I did was I bought some pink checkerboard. And I'm sorry, it was either iron or do a floss tube. So we're doing the floss tube. Okay, and this is what I've got done so far. I've got the little kitty cat, the carriage, and part of the blocks. And I'm doing the outlining as I go. And I think this pink and white checkerboard gingham will look very nice. So, and I got a lot of stuff to fill up. So, and she's going to be born in July, hopefully. And I'm doing 2 strands over 2. And this is 28 count, if I'm not mistaken. So, I got that, and I stitched on that probably about 3 days, maybe. So, I got a lot done on that, but not much else. I just, I'm excited the grandchild is going to be here, because this will be our first girl grandchild. So, we're really excited about that. Okay, so that was, oh no, it was not. I lied. Okay, then, I'm working on the Teresa Kogut mystery sampler, and it's called, last year, listen to me, last video I called it Live Simply. It's Simple Life. I bet y'all got a good cackle out of that. But anyway, I'm not done with part 1. Surprise, surprise. Is anybody surprised? No, they're not. And this is what I've got done so far on part 1. This is on 40 count, and it's on Mayflower Mocha from R&R Reproductions. And I just really like this fabric, and I really have wrinkled it up really good. But anyway, part 2 starts today, and it came out. And I'm using 1 strand over 2 threads. If I said 2, it's really 1. So I got part 2. That was part of my I'm in her Patreon group, and this was a free pattern for us that are, the ones that are in her Patreon. And this is part 2. See, we've got the woman, so now we've got a man and some more beehives and more farm animals and more trees. Those trees are fun to do, I will say that. So maybe I can get this done by the 15th of next month. You reckon? I don't know. So we'll have to be working some more on that. All right. Now, the next thing I want to show, I have 2 new starts. I was supposed to have 3 new starts, but I didn't get there because today, and I'll probably stitch on this one tonight too, but that'll come in my plans because I said I was going to start a sale today and start it. So guess what? I'm behind. Okay, but I featured this designer probably about 3 videos ago, and her name is Cross Stitch Joe, because I try to feature an Etsy designer every or an Etsy shop every week when I do, because when I first started, I didn't know much about Etsy and buying on Etsy, and I was like, wow, look at all these neat patterns and these neat things that you can buy. So I thought, maybe I better, share that. But anyway, this lady, when I went to her shop, she had 1 pattern, but it was a cute pattern, and I thought, well, she needs just a little boost. So, and she's really sweet. She's from Canada. Her name is Joelle. Hello, Joelle. And this is called Count It All Joy. And that's the pattern. So I bought it because I think that is just an adorable pillow. And when I got the pattern, I was really thrilled that she even has pictures, just like Hands-On Design does, and shows you what she uses and how to do. Everything is so, I mean, just like anybody can do this. It's just like having a, you know, like a little picture board, and it's a PDF pattern, very reasonably priced. So I started that this week. So I just worked a little bit on it yesterday, and of course I was at my LNS, and I didn't get much stitching done because I was too busy flitting around talking to people and seeing all the things. But if you'll notice, there is a flower pot, and I got part of the flower pot started. Yeah, whoopee. But anyway, this is on, I'm using all the call for threads, and it's on 40 count. Now she calls for ancient Newcastle linen, and I am using Winter Brew by R&R Fabrics. Somebody asked me what it was yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know. So anyway, it's Winter Brew by R&R Fabrics. So I plan on getting some more of that stitching done. I was like, oh man, I can just knock this out in no time flat. Well, I didn't have any time to stitch, and then I got carried away on the baby sample. So then I get this email out of the blue. And it's like, because you were so kind to me, and you featured me on your Flosstube, she said, I want to do something nice for you. And I just couldn't believe it. I was so excited. And she said, I'm going to send you a pattern. And I thought, well, you know, she's just going to send me a copy of the pattern I bought, but that's okay, you know, or, you know, she'll do something else. And then she said, I'm going to design you a pattern. And I was like, what? So I was so excited, and I had no clue what it would be, but I want you to look at this. Dottie's Scotties. And look, it's a bisque new with Scotties on it. Like there's Winston and there's Striker. Can you believe it? I was so excited. I was like, oh my goodness. And somebody last night, they said, yeah, Dottie loves doing bisque news. But I was just so excited. And bisque new is a pincushion, really. It's like, I think it's French for pincushion, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I love this. And the fabric I have is, I want to say it's a fiber on a whim. I cannot find the little piece of paper, but if I come across it in another video, I'll tell you. Now, I didn't get much done on it because I started it yesterday. And of course, I started it first before I started the Count It All Joy. And this one, I got a little bit done. It's one strand over 2 threads. And I got one little Scotty almost done, and the little medallion or fleur-de-lis thing in the middle. Is that not too cute? Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I was planning on having this one finished. Yeah, right. Plans do go, you know. But anyway, if you want this, I will put a link below so you can go and get one. I know anybody that has a Scottish Terrier or has owned a Scottish Terrier will probably want it, because Scotties are very loyal, good companions, and they're good dogs. They're just so sweet. So, stubborn but sweet. So anyway, I would, you know, thank you so much, Joelle. I really, really love it, and I appreciate it. That's so kind. So be sure and check out Cross Stitch Joe and on the Etsy, and I'll link that below. All right, so those were my 2 new starts. So now we're going to move on to the featured designer today. Now today I picked something different. I stumbled across this, and I love when I watch Nicola Parkman's videos, and she says, oh, I've got these fripperies. And I thought, oh, what a neat word. And these are fripperies. It's not cross stitch, it's little accoutrement things that you might, you know, or accessories that you might want to have if you cross stitch or do embroidery or, you know, needlepoint, whatever. But anyway, this lady, I'm assuming it's a lady, this is Sweet Autumn Stitch, And she's from Woodstock, Georgia. She's rated 5-star, and she's had many thousands of sales. There's Winston right there, my other Scotty. Okay, and the first thing that caught my eye, believe it or not, well, if it works, oh, please work. Come on now. Okay, there we go. Was a cat, and I have dogs. Look at that. Is he not the cutest little black kitty you've ever seen? It's a needle minder. So cute. And I've never seen one quite like that. So I thought, well, you know, that's kind of cute. And then look at this scissor fob with the bees. Everybody's all about the bees nowadays. So look at that. And everything's reasonably priced. Then we have Find Joy in the Journey. It's a bike floss ring thread drop. Isn't that pretty? Then we have, well, shoot. This one is really cute. It says, cross stitching each day keeps the crazy away. Look at that. So cute. It's got the scissors and everything. Then we have Stitch the Day Away, and it's got a little spool of thread. And we've got in, oh no, we did that. Okay, oops, I'm going the wrong way, crud. Okay, cross stitching coffee. Look at that, and it's got a little cup with some, you know, like a latte or something in it. Then we have the bunny floss ring. You know, if you think of spring, you think of bunnies. Then we have the chicken with some flowers, and she's so cute. It's called Hen Floss Ring, and I thought with, you know, all those chicken patterns that are coming out with, I want to say it's Lori Holt. It may be It's So Emma, but I think it's Lori Holt at Fat Quarter Shop. I thought that would be good. And here's one. It has a cross, and it says, "This is the day the Lord has made." And then real small, it says, "Let us rejoice and be glad in it." And I thought, oh, wouldn't that be good for somebody's Sunday stitch? Then, of course, I have lots of friends that love birds. And look at the bird floss ring. Then, Walk in Faith, and it has a faith charm. These are so beautiful. And then we have Stitch the Day Away, which we love to do. And then I saw this, and it's a small tin, and it says perfect for storing bobbins, thread drops, buttons, spools of thread, seed beads, pins, needles, needle minders, threads that you cut off, or orts, and diamond painting supplies. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? All right, and then we have a scissor fob. It's the sewing scissor fob. It's got a sewing machine, scissors, all the things. The scissors do not come with it. I wish they did, though. Those are beautiful. Then, because July is coming up with the 4th, God Bless America. And this turtle jeweled needle minder. You know, because everybody at the beach loves turtles. And then we have a mermaid scissor fob. Or you can put it on your phone as a phone charm. And there you go. There's loads more to look at. So you need to go to the Etsy shop, which I will link below. And it's, oh dear, I lost my place. Sweet Autumn Stitch, and I will link that below. All right, next we will talk about the free pattern. And I have 2 today. Well, really one has 4, but it's a continuing kind of series. The first one I'm going to show you is an April freebie from Silver Creek Samplers, and it says April Showers, and it's got this robin sitting on a rain boot. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Just love that. So you'll have to go check that one out. And then the other one is from Pinker and Pumpkin. Melissa is so good to put out so many free charts for everybody. And she's doing the spring stamps. And this is stamp 6. I lied, there are 6. Okay, and it's all about birds and the bees. And look at those. Aren't those beautiful? And I will put the link below to her blog so you can go download some of those. They're free. And she does like a little tic-tac-toe looking board thing with all kinds of different things on there. Okay, so next I have some announcements. Okay, first of all, there's 800 flower charts. Charts. Yes, 800 flower charts on sale now at cobwebcorner.com, and that's an online shop. And be sure and go check them out. It says it's for a short time, and I will link that below also. Okay? And if you have not signed up, if you want to go to a retreat and you want to go like to the Great Smoky Mountains, you need to go in the fall on October the 27th through the 29th. Anabella's is having, cross-stitch shop, needlework shop is having a retreat, and they're having Priscilla and Chelsea as the designers. You'll get the, and you stay at Lake Junaluska. It's beautiful. She has a little video, sorry about the barking. Oh, we're barking at the Weimaraner next door. Shh. We may have to stop just a moment. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, be sure and go sign up for her retreat. She opened registration today at 12 o'clock. I'll be right. And there's still spots available, so be sure and check that out. Okay, next and last, I would, if you're still with me, after all the yard noise, the airplanes, and the dogs barking. I didn't have my Flosstube last week, and I would like to thank Miss Jane for this beautiful, beautiful Easter card. It says, Easter is a beautiful season from the maker of all things beautiful. Wishing you beautiful reminders of the goodness, excuse me. I'll be right back. Do that over again. Okay, Easter is a beautiful season from the maker of all things beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that robin. So springy. And she's wishing me a happy Easter and wishing me beautiful reminders of the goodness of God. She was one of my first Flosstube viewers. Miss Jane, thank you so much for hanging in there with me. And just know I'm thinking about you and I'm praying for y'all. Hope things get better for you. One of these days I'm going to get down to see her. I really am. Because she lives pretty close. All right. Then my plans. Okay. It's the April stitch pair in April. Well, Contented Needleworker Kim already has her pair. She has one pair done. I wouldn't be surprised if she had 3 done. And we're all doing the Red Bark Pairs Sal with Annie B's Folk Art. And this is still all I have done. And I'm planning on working on this week. And hopefully, hopefully I can get more done. Because that was my start. And it's on 32 count. No, I lied. 36 count. Well, it's on 36 count. I'm not doing real good on the fabric today. It's 36 count, and I'm using Dinky Dyes terracotta. And I got that from the attic along with the pattern. Miss Jean was so nice to do that. All right, so hopefully I'll get this done. Don't know if I'll get it fully finished, but we'll try to do that. Sorry about the barking. Then, today's the 15th, and I said I was going to start the Ann McDowell 1788 sampler. So tonight, we're going to be working on that and StitchCon. It's going to be it. I'll work on this a while, I'll work on that a while. So be sure to be looking for that next week. And join us. And it's going to be hashtag Ann McDonald Sal. And be sure to post your pictures on Instagram, and I'll post a picture of my start. And that way you'll get it started. Just come join in with us. And Ray Niles from Red Barn Samplers is the designer, and she designs some beautiful, beautiful samplers. Her floss tubes are just really good, and they talk about the samplers. So be sure and check in with her, and be sure and watch that. And I picked another R&R fabric, and this one is, she used 36 count vintage beeswax linen, and I used Barb's, it's not Barb's Brew, but it's, anyway, something like that. Oh my goodness. And this is what I chose. So I'll be stitching on that. I'm using all the Call for DMC flosses, and we'll just see how it turns out, because I am bound and determined we're going to get some stitching done on that this week. I got a lot to do. I got big plans, don't I? Plus, my best plans, and next week will be kind of a different video. I'll try to do a floss tube, but it may be one of these things like this on location, or if it doesn't work out that way, it may be after the retreat, because I'm going to Quilter Station in Lee Summit, Missouri for the cross stitch extravaganza with Stacy Nash, Lottie Daw, Ann and Pat from R&R Fabrics, and oh darn, Needlework Press, I think that's who it is. I'm so sorry. Oh, goodness, I should have written it down, because you get on this floss tube and you just forget it. Okay, and so I got a lot to do. So anyway, I apologize, but here lately it's just been crazy. I will see you hopefully next week on location, and until then, I want you to stitch all the things, and be sure and like and subscribe to the video. And Robin, I am going to call you. I promise I am. Maybe even today. I'll see you later. Y'all have a great week. Bye-bye.